to the cloud. Okay. Welcome to this pre-Halloween Connect You lesson. So I want to start out with this right here, this picture, and I want you to tell me which one are you? So are you this dude here on the left with the post-it notes on his head and all over him and the papers everywhere? Or are you this guy over here all calm, sitting at his desk, all organized?
I'm not messy, but I'm not organized.
And in the chat box, I want you to type, are you this guy on the left or are you the guy on the right? Let's see what you're saying here. Zach's in between. Ben, you're, boy, you guys are, Gabriella's on the right. Very good. Amelia's the left. Kalenia, the left guy. Sometimes I feel like I'm in between, but I would say I am a little more on the left. You should see my closet at home and the toy room, and I wish I was this guy on the right, but I'm not. Okay, so and some of you might be like SpongeBob here. Do you guys like SpongeBob? I love SpongeBob, but yeah, so SpongeBob is really falling apart here. Look at him with the papers everywhere. So yeah, some of you, I hope we're not to that extreme, but hey, you know, maybe you are. So that's why today we're talking about organization for Connect You Week 10. So your learning target. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to organize your workspace in your home and on your computer to help yourself stay focused. Okay, that's our goal. So today we're just, for some of you who are new, this is what we do. It takes about 15 minutes or so. I just sort of kick off the week's lesson, and then I let you go, and on the Connect You and Google Classroom, you do your assignments. Okay, so I know some of you probably have this face right now. You're thinking, ugh, organization. When my teacher tries to tell me how to organize the tabs in my binder, right? I don't know if some of you have binders or not, but okay. So, but don't roll your eyes at this because organization is really important. So you're probably asking, well, Mrs. Pazc, why is it so important? Let me show you this 1-minute clip from this video, and I think it's really cute. Let me see, someone's sending me a chat here. Let's see what they're talking about. I know this episode. Oh, you know that SpongeBob episode. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, so let me hang on. There was something here I know I was supposed to do when I share a video. Darn it, I don't know now. Okay. Well, let me know if you can't hear this. Someone interrupt me. Send me a chat or a hangout if you can't hear this video. Okay. All right. So I just want you to watch this clip made by students about why does organization matter. And I love this. This is actually perfect for Halloween. It's kind of like a horror film.
This girl's science project is due today, but she can't find it in her messy locker.
That's for you.
Paul forgot he had practice today.
You're late. 500 push-ups!
Laura left a home to the last minute.
For their test today.
And Ethan didn't write down the day of his test.
Wow.
Okay. So,
that was...
get out of here. Hang on. Get back to my lesson. Okay. So, and could you all hear that? Yeah, give me a nod. Yeah, okay, good. So I thought that was actually cute and perfect for Halloween. But so can any of you relate to that? Have any of you had experiences like that? I know I have, as a student and even now. Let's see, I see some chats. I don't know what those no's were. Sometimes, okay. Yeah, sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know, I didn't remember that was due. I have those moments. I have something like that just a few days ago, actually. I was like, what? I didn't know that was due. Or, and so why does organization matter, though? Why are we even wasting our time talking about this? Erica, you still can't hear anything. I have no idea, but can everybody else hear me? Amelia, okay. All right, I'm not sure what's going on with her, but I'll have to talk to her later. She can watch the recording, but okay, so, and by the way, let me just take this moment here. If some of you came in late, please, in the chat box, you need to write that you're here so I can give you your attendance credit for today. Okay, so just right here, make sure your name is showing. Okay, so why does organization matter? Well, why do you think it matters? Somebody write in the chat box, why does it matter being organized? Based on that video that you just saw. Why does it matter? Why are we dedicating a whole week's assignments to this topic? Well, what did you see in that video? Yeah, you got to get things done on time. And if you don't get something done on time, what happens? Yeah, you can't find your stuff. It takes you longer to find stuff. Because if you're not organized, there is consequences. It helps you to get stuff done on time. Yeah, and I'll tell you, I have a personal example. My son, the other day, now this was like maybe a week or two ago. We did this, it was called Newswella. Some of you have to do these Newswella readings. He has to do it for his ELA class. And we read it, he read it to me, and he answered the questions. I know he did it, he put it in his folder. Well, the next day he says, yeah, I couldn't find my folder. We searched everywhere at home in his messy room, which I always tell him to clean. Couldn't find his folder. He ended up, he didn't get his points for that, even though he did it, and he found his folder in the classroom, but because he didn't hand it in on time, he lost points for it. So it's important to be organized, right? You need to have a place for everything. You need to know when things are due. You got to be organized because it will affect your grades eventually, right? And it can affect your job. Can you imagine if you forget that things are due for your job or you don't show up for meetings on time? What do you think is going to happen? You're probably going to lose your job. Okay, so how do you stay organized? And don't you just love my background? I love my Halloween background. Okay, so how do you stay organized? All right, so I have another video for you, and give me a head nod or tell me in the chat box, could you hear that last video okay? Do I need to turn it up or anything? Kalenia, I can see you. Did you hear that video okay? Okay, good. Okay, so here's what I want you to do with this video, and this is just another short, this is maybe 2 minutes. So I want you to, if you have a pen and paper by you or somewhere, I want you to, as you watch this, I want you to take notes on ways you can stay organized, and then we're going to write our ideas in Padlet, okay? So first, just watch and jot down notes on the ideas that they give you here on how you can stay organized. Here we go.
How to get organized for school. Being disorganized can affect your ability to concentrate and translate to poor grades. Get organized for school and everything will fall into place. You will need goals, an alarm clock, a calendar, a day planner, to-do lists, an organizer, a schedule, and rewards. Step 1. Set realistic goals for getting organized at the beginning of the school year. Plan to be on time, attend classes faithfully, finish your homework before having fun, and study for exams. Step 2. Stick to the schedule by waking up earlier to allow extra time for showering and getting dressed. Put your alarm clock across the room from your bed so you have to get out of bed to shut it off. Go to bed early. There's nothing you need to stay up late for that can't wait until tomorrow. Step 3. Schedule your days and weeks in a color-coded calendar and a day planner so nothing falls through the cracks. Update your to-do lists constantly and prepare for tomorrow today. Step 4. Clear away clutter and set up an area in your room room with everything at hand. Keep files for your classes in an organizer and get in the habit of depositing every paper where it belongs. Step 5. Prioritize your homework by finishing assignments that are due in short order while intermittently working on assignments that are due later on. Step 6. Break study and homework times into small, manageable units with built-in periods of rest. Stick to a schedule that allows for classes, eating, sleeping, study, and relaxation. Include time to review notes before tests and avoid the anxiety that comes with being rushed. Eating properly is crucial to academic performance. It provides the energy necessary to be at your best. Step 7. Reward yourself for achieving your goals. Schedule yourself one day a week when you don't have to think about school. Continually develop these sound habits and you will achieve academic success. Did you know? In 2007, U.S. students ranked 17th in science and 24th in math among industrialized countries.
Okay, so now, folks, I want you to go to Padlet, and I sent this to you already. So look in your Hangout for the link. And so I want you to write here what you took notes on. So what did you learn in that video? What are ways, ways you can stay organized? What are some tips or pointers that you got there? So go ahead and type that in there. What did you learn there about ways you can get organized? Remember, I set the Padlet link in a group Hangout. I'll put it again in the chat room just in case. Okay, give you like another 20 seconds. So what are ways you can stay organized that you learned in that video? Okay, so I see here you said make goals and make a planner. So again, that term goals is always coming up. Seems like we talk about goals every week, right? SMART goals. But yes, get a planner. If you don't have a planner already, I recommend getting one. I have a planner or an agenda book, some people call it. So that's important. Gage said goals, bed early, color, day planner, take break. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I see what he's saying. So goals, yes, go to bed early. Notice they talk about eating right and going to bed early. That's not necessarily a tool per se, but it's something that you should do to help you to stay organized. You always want to eat right, get a good night's sleep, right, so you can be productive. And then a lot of comes up, I see this in the lessons for the week, about color coding. I don't know, do any of you color code anything? Say my internet's unstable. Do any of you color code? If you do, you can type it in the chat box. For some people that works. I don't really do that, but some people that's a good strategy. Yes. Oh, Faye says she doesn't. Oh yeah, and I will say it's good if you get different color highlighters when you're taking notes. That can actually help. I have done that before. So everybody, if you don't have a day planner, get one. You need to write in important dates, and that's where you should write your to-do list for every day. Take breaks, reward. I love that you said that. Reward yourself. You notice that came up in there. You know, it's reward yourself. I do that myself. If I get a particular task done that I really need to do, I'll say, okay, I'm going to take a little break. And I love drinking. You're going to laugh at me, but I like seltzer water. It's like the bubbly, fizzy water. And so I'm like, oh, I'll treat myself with a mixed berry seltzer water or something, or, I don't know. Or maybe let yourself scroll your Instagram feed or whatever it is you like to do, but limit yourself to 10 minutes because that could be addicting. But so give yourself breaks if you meet a task. Gabriella said you could have everything color-coded in your planner. Very good. Have binders and write down everything. Write down everything. Yes, definitely have binders. You want to write stuff down, maybe not everything because sometimes that could be very overwhelming, but write down the key dates. Put that in a calendar. Or you notice how I have Google Calendar for our weekly check-ins. You need to be doing that for important, events in your life or due dates. Like you should put your project due dates in your Google Calendar. You should have this in every Wednesday at 2. You should have our weekly check-ins or, all your important due dates in there. So someone said, yes, Amelia talked about getting a planner, making goals and having a plan. Yes, a plan of action. Getting a plan, figuring out what you're going to do, you're going to do it. Okay. All right. Now, I will admit getting organized can be a bit difficult. You notice that there's so many even shows. People even have careers based on organization. I don't know if you've seen it. You could be a professional organizer now. That's how big of a topic this is now. Have any of you seen that show, Marie Kondo? She's on Netflix about organizing and decluttering, because that's a big thing, this whole, decluttering and being organized. I will admit I have some clutter at my house. I told you about my closet and my basement's a disaster. So yes, I could use some of these tools myself. Okay. So I wanted to end with this quote here because I really like it. So take a look at that quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Read it to yourself first. A good system shortens the road to the goal. Think about that for a second. So a good system. So yeah, a good system, being organized, having, things color-coded, having a planner, knowing where things are will shorten your road to the goal. So and not to mention it saves you from being stressed out. You don't know how stressed my son and I were trying to find the work that we knew he did, but he just didn't have a good system in place. He should always put his work right in his folder and his folder right in his backpack. So you got to have, I really like that. So having this system of organization will help you reach your goals. Okay. Oh, and I like Minions. I tell you, my 2-year-old daughter loves Minions, so organizing can be fun. Be-do, be-do, be-do. I'm sorry, I have to act like a minion a lot to my daughter. Okay, so for this week, I have your lessons posted. Now, those of you that came to this today, there was 10 of you. Make sure you put, here or present in the chat box, but I counted 10 of you. You don't have to do this 10.1, engage with the live lesson questions that I'll have up, but make sure you do all the other ones. And everything will be due by next Wednesday, okay? So if you didn't already, go back and look at week 9 and finish stuff up, because your grades, I have to get everything in by like this Friday. So you will probably see your first marking period grades sometime, I'm guessing late next week or the week after. So just, if I were you, I know a lot of you have outstanding projects. Make sure you get them in, okay? Make sure you get them done. And if you didn't meet with me yet for your weekly check-in, you need to reach out to me. Okay, I'm not going to track you down anymore. You're going to have to track me down because that is your attendance. And last but not least, happy Halloween. Have fun trick-or-treating tomorrow if you haven't gone already. One thing I will say is our area here, I live in Duncansville, the Hollidaysburg area, they changed trick-or-treat. We just found out to Saturday now from 6 to 8. Altoona didn't change anything yet. So are any of you going trick-or-treating tomorrow? No? Any parties or anything? But so if you dress up, send pics. So I'm sending on our learners tab of your costumes. And guess what? They're going to have a contest here. Amelia said yes. we are having a contest. You get to vote for the member who has the best costume. So make sure you log in and look at all that tomorrow. And did you see my, can you guys see my socks right now? Did you see my picture of my socks? Today was Crazy Socks Day. Did anybody have crazy socks? Take a picture and send that too if you did. Okay, yeah, you did. Okay. Well, happy Halloween. Have a great rest of your week. Make sure you're on top of all your assignments. And if you have any questions or anything, you can stay after here and I'll talk to you. If not, I will see everybody next week, Wednesday at 2. Bye.